Right, me babbers, Bristolian Dave back here once again, and it's that time of the week where I tell you how my week's gone, how my weight loss is going, and we get that weigh-in done at the end for you. So, let's see how I did. So this is week 8 on my weight loss journey. 8 full weeks of being in a calorie deficit and of being on the Mounjaro 2.5 milligram jab. Jab wise, I will be staying on the 2.5. I spoke to the pharmacist who prescribes it to me. They're very happy with my progress and how everything's going. So that is perfect. And I'm very happy, most importantly, with how everything's going. So I will be continuing on the 2.5. So I've just taken the first jab of my new pen this morning. And yeah, it was better than the last one. I didn't accidentally stab myself when I didn't get the dose ready this time, which is great. And yeah, so far no side effects. I didn't have any side effects this week from the jab at all, so great. It's one of the reasons I'm staying so low on the dosage, because it's working for me. I'm getting the suppression I need, and I'm also not getting the side effects, so it's a win-win, which is great. Food-wise, yeah, food-wise has been good. I've stuck to everything. I've stuck to my calorie deficit, again, between 16 and 1900 calories. That does fluctuate between those two depending on like what I'm eating for the day. For example, yesterday I had my breakfast, a snack, which was a protein bar, and then I had nothing for lunch because I was out and about at a trading card show. So that was cool. And yeah, because I didn't eat lunch, I actually ended up having a bigger meal in the evening. Probably the biggest meal I've eaten calorie-wise. It was like about 1,000 calories for that meal, but it put me up to about 1650 for the day. So it's still within the calorie deficit, and I was overly full after that meal. And it was what you would class as a naughty meal. So it was some oven-baked French fries with some chicken breast I cooked up, and then I had it with a bit of low-fat cheese, a little bit of barbecue sauce. So it's essentially a load of chips just without any of the frying or the oil or anything. But yeah, it was a larger portion than I was used to, so it did fill me up ridiculously. But like I say, you've got to let yourself have these kinds of things every now and again. And if I can find a good way to have them that doesn't result in me having a load of oils or having a load of unnecessary calories, then I will. But yeah, yesterday was purely by chance. I just didn't have enough time for lunch. And it was weird because normally, so going back before I started my whole journey, I would, without a couple of hours after not eating anything, I would start getting the shakes bad and getting really hungry and lightheaded. I didn't get that. And I was walking around at a card show. So yeah, that was crazy. But that's really good for me. That's really good progress. Apart from that, the food was absolutely fine this week. I had my standard, I had like my mince on my pita and stuff, and I bought some lightly dusted cod fillets, and I had those one day. That was on the Friday, because you know, fish for Friday. I don't know if that's just a British thing or what, I don't know. But yeah, that was good. I do want to say at this point, thank you very much for all the kind comments that I get on these videos. I do appreciate it. Some of you are fantastic, like you're giving me so much support. I've said it before, I say it again, I do these videos mainly as an accountability thing for myself. It's an extra layer of accountability that I might not have otherwise. And just having the extra support there from people commenting is great. Some of you are on your own journeys. We've got your own channels as well, so I've checked those out and they're very, very cool. And I wish everyone best of luck on those. And yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, everyone gets to where they want to be. So, I don't think this one's going to be a long one today, because there isn't really, there's nothing controversial. Well, I say controversial, there's nothing like worrying to talk about really. This week was pretty standard. Next week will be interesting because it's my father's birthday. So I'm sorting out stuff for him for that. And he's decided, because trying to eat healthier, he's not going to have a takeaway. And I'm like, you have what you want. If you want takeaway, you can have a takeaway. But yeah, in our family, that's kind of the go-to for birthdays. For any kind of event really, was to grab a takeaway. So yeah, that's nice though. Nice that people can look out for you on that. I said he doesn't have to, you know, I can work around it, it's not a problem, but it's up to him, it's his birthday. So yeah, I did some extra walking this week, not general walking, which I still need to increase, but I went into the office because I had a interview I had to go to. All went well, and I passed the interview, which is fantastic. And yeah, and then the card show was a lot of walking as well, so I think that helped this week. We're going to go straight into the weigh-in now. And before I tell you the weight, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe. Like the video, because then you'll get recommended more types of these videos. So you'll get recommended more weight loss journey videos, but you'll also get recommended some Bristolian Dave stuff. And like I said on this channel before, I don't just do the weight loss stuff, although that is primarily what seems to be coming out at the moment, but I also have more videos in the works for my hobbies, like the physical media collection. I'm starting a new separate channel for all my trading card stuff, because there's a lot of that and I don't want it to overswamp the channel. So I'll let you know when that's live, and you can have a look at that if you want. But yeah, if you do like what you're seeing, sounds a little vain. If you like my style of videos, and you like what I'm doing and you want to follow it more, feel free to give me a subscribe, like I said. And yeah, those comments, guys, I appreciate it so much. So the weigh-in. Last week in kilos, I weighed in at 201.8 kilos. This week, I weighed in at 200.3 kilograms. So I just missed by like 300 grams. I just missed getting under the 200 kilo mark. But it means this week I've lost 1.5 kilos, which works out just under 3.5 pounds. So that's fantastic. I was expecting around 2 pounds this week, because that's kind of calorie deficit I'm in, but obviously with the extra moving around and stuff, it's equaled a little bit more, which is great. So with that 3.5 pounds, so overall now, so I've lost 2 stone and 6.5 pounds, so almost 2.5 stone, or 15.6 kilograms, which is crazy. And like I said, I'm so close to getting under that 200 kilo mark. My next goal, I think I said it in the last video, is to get under 30 stone. So I believe that's like 191 kilos from memory, I think, something like that. So I've got a long way to go before Christmas, but by Christmas, that's what I want to do. And if I lose 2 pounds a week, well, so 1 kilo a week for the next, up till Christmas, I should hit that goal. So yeah, it's good to set, for me personally, it's good to set yourself little goals. And remember, I'm not an expert in any of this. Like I only know like the nutrition, the calorie stuff and all that, because as a fat guy who likes learning, I did a lot of research over the years to understand it all. But I'm not a professional, I'm not anything like that. So it's purely my own opinion from my own experience. But I find setting little goals like that really, really does help. And it's helping me so far, because then I know my journey is very, very long. I've got a hell of a lot of weight to lose, like tons of it to lose still. But setting those little goals, so losing like 10% of your overall weight or whatever it is, like just little bits at a time, the wins add up. They really do. Yeah, so really happy. 3.5 pounds lost. Perfect. And I'm not going to drag this on too long, because my other videos have been a little long, but this one is a nice short update, guys. Everything's going well. Very happy. I'm going to continue with this. I do want to make a video, and let me know if this is the kind of video you'd watch, around different foods and stuff, and how I've changed it and why I've changed it. So one of the big ones I want to do, I will do it, but it's whether or not you'll watch it, is around sauces or condiments, because I was a condiment fiend. So I want to do a video around those, what I realized about them and how I changed it to fit in with my new lifestyle, my new calorie deficit. Yeah, so let me know if that's something you want to see, guys, down in the comments. And like I said, thank you very much for the support. Continue doing what you're doing as well, and best of luck on everyone on their own journeys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. Cheers, me babbers.